Good morning and welcome back to another video. As of recent, Hypixel released the fact that they are going to be updating the game version quite frequently. If you guys remember, a few months back, we did make a video on a 1.21.5 mods folder video, but the issue with that and the issue with the video is that I kind of let it on to the fact that we're going to be stuck to that version again, but the fact is we're going to keep changing versions, and in fact the next update that they told us about is going to be on version 1.21.7. The goal of this video is to show you guys, of course, how to install this mod and get through the launcher and install the config and everything. And I guess the main thing that I want you guys to know about is that from now on, in the description, we will leave a Google Drive, and in this Google Drive, we'll have a constantly updated mods folder and config of my own, meaning that anytime I need to update, I'll also update the description. Pretty simple, right? Before going into this, I do want to say, if you ever check out on the Hypixel store, please make sure to use code CANDY for 5% off. It really just means the world to us. And hey, you might as well check if you're subscribed. The first thing you want to do is go over to Google and type in Prism Launcher, assuming you can spell it correctly, and press enter, and it should be the first thing that pops up, prismlauncher.org, and you just click on it. From here, all you want to do is click download now, and then choose the Windows download or Mac download, whatever it is of your choice. For most people, it should just be the Windows download and the first one, the installer.exe. And now all you need to do is click on it and just pretty much click save or save it to whatever drive you want, and that's it. Now, it's a pretty simple setup and I can't go through it considering I already have it downloaded, but once you do have it downloaded, it should look something like this. Now from here, it is a very simple explanation of what you need to do. The first thing is you need to go ahead and sign into your Minecraft account. All you need to do is click on the top right and then go down to manage accounts. You will see a button at the top right saying add Microsoft. Clicking on this will give you a QR code or a verification on how to verify your account. Obviously this is a safe launcher. This is not any way to get ratted. You'll be fine. I did the exact same thing, as you can see, for 3 different accounts. And past that, you should be on this main screen with your account selected at the top right, and it should be empty if you've never used the Prism launcher before. All you need to do from here is go overhead in the top left and click on add instance. You want to ignore everything and go straight to import, and then from here you just want to click on browse and import the file from our download into here. The download link in our description will look something like this. All you need to do is click the 3 dots here and click download, and that's all you need to do. You don't need to unzip it or anything with the file. Again, this might not be the same thing that you see a few months from now. A few months from now, we might be on version 1.22, and then it'll be fully updated for that version. If a new version ever does come out, it does take a bit of time to update it, obviously going through every mod and updating it, as well as cleaning out my config and everything. So on the update day or release day of any alpha or something, please give me at least a day buffer to update it. Once you're done with everything, you should see something in the mods folder called Skyblock 1.21.7. You could rename this if you want, it doesn't really matter. Now there is something that I do want to mention, and that is this is a fully set up config. This means every Minecraft setting, every mod setting, just everything in general is to my liking specifically. Now you could do 2 very easy things about this. The first being you just completely get rid of everything in the config folder. Just select on everything, right click and delete. It's not that hard. Or number 2, most of the stuff in this mod pack is mostly vanilla, and that's just the way that I like it, so you shouldn't really have any reason to do this. Besides one, in that this mod pack does include SBO, which is a Diana mod. The only issue with this said Diana mod is that it is currently set up to my config, meaning that all the drops, all the previous events are set up to my config and everything. If you do want to delete that and start fresh, you go into this config folder, you go into SBO, and you just need to delete and get rid of everything. Then it should start fresh. There's also a guide in the SBO Discord if you need to go ahead and input all your config information. They have a full setup to do it, and it's quite easy to do. The last thing I think I need to mention is the fact that if you do want to change any settings throughout any of this mod pack, whether that's adding more mods, resource packs, or anything, you could easily do it through the Prism mod folder just by clicking the edit button right here, right underneath the launch button. Through here, you could do pretty much everything, and the most important thing in my opinion is that in settings you could go ahead and change the maximum memory allocated. If you have a decent enough computer, I recommend you set it to 4, which is what I have mine already set at, and this is the exact number in case you're curious. But yeah, this is the minimum amount and honestly the maximum amount you should have in Minecraft. And now all you need to do is double click and your game should launch, probably faster than your 1.8 instance. Once you boot it into your game, it should look something like this. Ignore the fact that it says 150 mods down here, don't know why. And into your multiplayer, you might have some recommended stuff. You just need to click on favorites, add in mc.hypixel.net, and go in. And there we are. Now while we're at it, I'm going to quickly go over pretty much every mod in this folder so you're not directly confused in what is actually involved in the amount of mods that you just downloaded. It's going to be a very brief thing. You should go ahead and explore every mod if something is not to your liking, and I did go ahead and fix a lot of the issues that you might have dealt with in our previous mod folder. Again, I'm going to be very brief. First of all, we have Aaron's mod, which is just a Skyblock mod pack. Bad optimizations is something that doesn't really have settings, it just focuses on fixing rendering issues. Same with centered crosshair, it is just another render issue. Chat patches is a very nice thing that I use. The only main thing I use in this is the duplicate counter, which pretty much means if somebody sends the exact same message twice, it'll just be counted as a duplicate message and not spam your chat. There are other things in this like timestamps, but I don't really care for that. Next we have chat notify, which if you double click has a few of mine things that are already preset, and these are just things that, for example, if it ever says Maxer is enraged in chat, it'll go ahead and put that on your screen and give you a little notification. Continuity is just another thing that helps with models and different stuff like that. Debugify fixes Minecraft bugs that are found on the bug tracker. Entity culling is just helps with entities and tiles that aren't visible to you. Essential is something that you probably already know. It adds cosmetics, adds a bunch of quality of life stuff, nothing to really talk about here. Ferrite core reduces memory usage. Gamma utils is used as Fulbright. There's not really any setting that you need to change about this, maybe just a keybind that actually toggles on and off Fulbright. Hidden recipe book just hides the ugly recipe book in your inventory. Immediately fast speeds up your Minecraft launch time and optimizes a few rendering stuff. Inventory HUD Plus is the thing that you guys have been dying for. It is the inventory that pops up right above my hotbar and shows me what's just in my inventory. We have Krypton, which is just an optimization mod. Lithium, which just helps with overall performance. Mod menu, which is currently the mod I'm using right now to go through all of these mods. Model gap fix, which is just something you'll never notice. As you can see in this little picture here, this fishing rod is a little bugged, and that obviously won't happen with the mod. More chat history, could not be any more blatant. More culling, a mod that changes how culling is handled and improves the performance overall. No texture pack warning is a pretty good one. Toy car is the pack that we currently use, made by Umar. Appreciate it for a 25k pack. This pack is set for 1.21.4 if I'm not wrong, but obviously will still work with this Minecraft version. And without this, it'll normally show some red thing here and say that this texture pack is incompatible, and it just gets rid of that, which thank God, it is really annoying. And if it wasn't clear enough, yes, Toy car does work perfectly fine and will work fine on future versions too. Not enough crashes makes it that if you ever crash your game, it blames mods and goes ahead and tells you how to fix it. Remove a loading screen, pretty simple. SBO is a mod for Diana mostly and does have a few other features. Scrollable tooltips, I don't need to explain that, do I? Skyblocker, Sky Honey, and Sky Ocean are all Skyblock mods. There's not much to talk about, but if you ever have any Skyblock features that you might want to disable or enable, these are the three main mods you want to check out. Mostly Sky Honey and Skyblocker. Sky Ocean just has a few little nice features too. Sodium is the new Optifine for this version. Sound control has every single sound in this game that you could go ahead and disable or enable, and it is very nice. And then Very Many Players is a mod that just helps server performance whenever there's a high player count. So yeah, that is every single mod, and that is how to download this mod folder and everything that you should ever need to know. This will be the last mods video on this channel, as again, the video description will have a always updated Google Drive link of my current config that I will always be using in these videos whenever playing on 1.20. And in case you're wondering, no, I will not be releasing my 1.8 config. You should just not be using 1.8 anymore. Even though I am playing on 1.8 still, very stupidly, I just love the version. And if you're starting to play again, if you are a new player, if you're coming back to the game, I recommend you just get used to 1.21 and fully ignore 1.8. But yeah, that is it for today's video. Hopefully you guys actually download the mod pack. It is not a rat. I know a lot of people are concerned that, you know, mods and everything are or aren't a rat. This is fully, I'm currently using it. You saw me install it and you see me using it. You should be perfectly fine. Or not even should be. You will be perfectly fine. Yeah. All right. It sounds like I'm self-incriminating myself and making it like, okay, whatever. Believe who you want to believe. All right. I'm using the mod pack. You can't get any more serious than this. Thank you guys for watching. Use code Candy when checking out in the Hypixel store, and good night.